Hello everyone, Reptrex here. So you can see I'm back in FTB, ready for another episode. And I've actually been doing a lot of work in between episodes as far as the multi-block farm that I set up last time. Actually, I didn't set it up. That's what I've actually been doing. I got all the parts built, and I said I was going to set it up. I'm just going to kind of go over what are a few of the things I've done. I actually moved the elevator from the corner right there to over here. This way I can have a third level here. And there's actually where I set up my farm. You know, it's pretty straightforward. The thing about these farms, since they're unmanaged farms, what that means is that it won't set up the dirt for you, and pretty much you have to plant the trees yourself, and that's it. I mean, all you have to do is pretty much set them up, and then after they're all grown, which I used a bunch of white meal just to speed up the process. Actually, if you don't know, this is probably the best layout for any rubber farm. It's actually, I'm pretty sure it's pretty widely known, but just in case you didn't know this before, if you set them up like kind of like a checkerboard layout, this way the sides of the trees are always exposed. What it will do is actually just continually harvest all the sticky resin as soon as they respawn on the block itself. So you know, as long as there's kind of empty space in between them, it should be fine. So what you do is actually you plant one, you bone meal it, and then you use a sickle to remove all the leaves. That way then the one that you plant next to it pretty much can get to full size. Obviously not all trees are the same size, so you can see it's pretty much a random generation, but as long as you remove the leaves, you don't get those midget trees. Actually, this is pretty much as small as it gets. This one right here is 4 tall, but you know, you can kind of see here a shadow area where the resin should respawn once it does. Now this one right here is actually, there you go, it just got harvested. That's a pretty good example actually, got lucky there. But yeah, this gets harvested. I have some fertilizer on it. The only thing I don't have automated on it is the fact that this will require fertilizer every now and then. Since I set it up, which was a bit ago, it's only used for fertilizer, so it's not that big of a deal. It only uses fertilizer when it actually harvests sticky resin from it. So it's actually pretty good. Let me just kind of show you the layout over here. Actually, I should probably go back into bat form to better show this. Right, so pretty much I have an accuracy accumulator behind here, just, you know, pumping water straight into the valve. Oh, that's the other thing. I had 4 blocks last time: the valve, the control, the gearbox, and the hatch. Pretty much each one has a unique function. The control is pretty much you can apply a redstone signal to it so you can stop it from working. The valve is where you put the water, gearbox where you put the power, and the hatch where you can withdraw the items. So it's pretty straightforward. As you can see, I have some item ducts here that actually run all the way over here. Gonna quickly show you. The power keeps on going back there and then goes down to the where the magmatic dynamos are, and this one goes that way. It's actually a bit exposed there at one point, but then goes by where I have my AE system set up, so it goes straight into the chest that actually receives the items from the quarry. So sure, I could have put it a little bit closer to that whole energy and system setup. I don't know, I kind of like the fact that pretty much this was already going to have kind of like a circular shape to it, the way the multi-block farms work. So I just kind of extrapolated the fact that my room was kind of circular as well. It was not actually the same diameter as the other one, as this one, so it's a bit awkward the way it fits upstairs. But I think, you know, since I'm not going to be going up there often at all, I'm hoping, at least when I notice I'm running out of rubber, and then I just noticed I just kind of walked around. Oh well. Once I'm running out of rubber, I realized I need to probably put a little bit more fertilizer into it. Other than that, a few more things I've done around here. I filled up the rest of the drives here, just because as you noticed, the first 3 are already full of different types. The third one's a bit more than halfway, and the fifth one actually hasn't really been filled up yet. But this way, it gives me peace of mind that I won't have any problems with it. As you see back here, barely, you can see there, item duct. That's where it connects, and I put a nice cover around there, so you can barely see it there. So that's where the sticky resin is coming into. That way it gets put into the system. Didn't have to make any more import buses. My frames are a bit low. They're down in the 20s for some reason. Right, so upgraded a few things down here as well because I realized that running the quarry, all the machines, and the multi-block farm off of 400 RF per tick was just not cutting it. Just running the multi-block farm and all the machines and the quarry at the same time would just slow down my quarry too much to make it pretty. It was running pretty nicely before. So what I did, I upgraded all the conduits to redstone energy conduits. Actually, I replaced the hardened conduits that I had before, and I used that one to run to my multi-block farm because that one doesn't really need that much. I think in maximum usage of power is like 200 RF per tick, and those hardened ones can handle 400, as long as it's a dedicated line, and it is. It's actually being pulled straight from back here. As you can see, this is the hardened one. Let's just kind of fill that back up. So yeah, that's the 400 line. That's just going straight to the multi-block farm. It's a dedicated line, and then I have the redstone line that feeds into my machines and my quarry. So it's actually pulling all the power it can at the moment, I believe. Even though this one can only output 2,000, it's actually, they're both full at the moment. So hold on, maybe I did the math wrong here, because these can output 80 each, I believe, isn't it? Yeah, 80 redstone flux per. Oh, but they are working at full speed. Okay, so I'm not wasting power. That's good. Oh, this one is kind of low and it's full of power, so I guess I am wasting a bit of power. So I might go ahead and upgrade those to the resident ones, but those are a bit more expensive. I don't know. I'll see if I ever really need to. At the moment, I should be fine because pretty much the only bottleneck I have at the moment there is the energy cells that can only input 2,000 RF and output 2,000 RF per tick each, which is kind of the only bottleneck because the redstone conduits actually can transfer 10,000 each. Now, what I wanted to do today is actually a mixture of a few things. Mainly, get myself a more steady supply of food, because right now I do have a nice amount. See, I have 110 steak, but I'm just trying to cut down and having to even get out of my base. I want to have to kind of automate everything. Now I've been keeping my eye out on the MFR solution to this, which is the chronotyper, the what is it called, the one that kills them all. I forgot what it's called. Let me just quickly look at that. That should probably be step one. What is wrong with my frames today? Hopefully the video comes out alright. I know last video came out kind of clunky with the audio. It was really bad at points. It kept going in and out. Hopefully this one comes out alright. I kind of did a bit of testing, listening to my own voice, which is kind of weird. But just trying to test out the audio. Hopefully it comes out a little bit better. That's actually my hope. I don't know. Don't really have the money to replace a mic right now at the moment, so I'm just hoping this one holds off a bit longer. Right, so back on track. Let's see, planter, fisher, harvester. Nope, that's for trees. Rancher, that's for like milk and stuff like that. Fertilizer, that's for the veterinary station. Block breaker, weather, sludge boiler, sewer, composter, grinder. Could it be the grinder? Because I didn't see the breeder. Oh, it is. There's a breeder. So grinder. It's got to be the grinder. And then the chronotyper. Yeah, it's got to be this one. Yeah, the one with the sword. Cool. So that's the 3 blocks I'm gonna have to make: the chronotyper, the grinder, and the breeder. Obviously, moving everything all the way over there. What is? I don't know. It's really pissing me off, the frames today. It's usually been behaving pretty well lately. I don't know what's up today. Right. So obviously running all those cables out there is just not, doesn't make sense. Because that would be a huge waste of materials trying to get the power and item ducts to transport stuff. I could obviously use a tesseract, but then that as well is also a bit of a waste. So what I'm probably gonna do is put this side of the mountain to good use. This side over here, ooh, dang it, if you guys remember, is where I had my original base. This is actually hold out. Oh, there's a spot here for mobs can spawn. That's not good. Forgot how to F7 turned on. There you go. So what I'm probably gonna be doing between episodes is kind of opening an area here to set up my new mob farm. Obviously, dang it, those bushes. It doesn't need to be nearly the size as that one over there, because I'll only keep a few cows breeding and doing that stuff. I don't know, maybe I'll probably go for 4, maybe 6 cows at a time. That way those breed, get me the little calves, yeah, I believe that's what they're called, baby cows. And then grind those when they grow up. So let's see, what should I start with? I should probably start with the other thing I want to do. It's actually something I can actually finish today. If I finish this early, then I can do that. Right. Well, I need a solution here. I actually noticed a few days ago, Direwolf made something called XP Drain that I knew existed, but I didn't know how to implement it. Like, I knew the whole XP Drain, you can dump your levels into liquid form and that stuff, but I didn't know how to actually implement it. And apparently it's an auto enchantment table from Open Blocks. I believe it's Open Blocks. Yeah, it is Open Blocks. So it's just kind of upgraded version of the enchantment table. So what I'm going to do is just grab this, and I'll just kind of want to set up this system, which will be a little bit better, more efficient as far as my levels. That way I don't have to waste my levels on books that then just get pretty crappy enchantments anyways. That way I can just dump all my levels, kind of put them on reserve, and when I actually need to do a few level 30 enchantments, I can have those in reserve and do it that way. I think it's a lot more efficient. So let's just upgrade this enchantment table and get a few things here that I need. So let's see, auto enchantment table, just make that with a regular enchantment table, and there you go, it's upgraded. Let's just put a few of these things away. Now I need to make a tank, the open block tank. The way Direwolf did it was a bit different. So, where's my obsidian? Obsidian is all downstairs, I believe. So let's see, I want to make it so you require high signal to turn on, and just grab a few stacks here so that you don't turn back on, because I'm pretty good on obsidian for now. Don't want to be wasting lava unnecessarily. So let's just dump a few things here. There you go, clean that up, and let's try it again. Where's the tank go? There you go. It's kind of hard to see if you have a dark background there. Oh great, now I'm missing panes. There you go, let's get I don't know, bunch of these. Always kind of need them for something. Alright, so let's see, maybe 4 would be enough. Trying to think how to do this. I don't know, I'll grab 6 just for the heck of it. Now, this is actually something that people suggested early, a few episodes ago, actually quite a few, when I was actually thinking of making a tank for my lava. I didn't know these existed, but I've actually been messing around with this in the test world quite a bit, so actually kind of, I don't know, man, this just makes sense. It actually has the same capacity of iron tanks. I don't know about steel tanks, obviously, because I'm pretty sure those should be better. But the fact that you can pretty much shape them in any shape or form, as long as they're connected, they'll take this. You can make an arch, you can make a wall, and I don't know, you can make the floor out of freaking lava and just fill up the lava with the tank. You can use it for any liquid as well, so it's pretty nice. Let's see if I have any fluid ducts actually. I have 9 fluid ducts. I don't know if that's gonna be enough. Oh, and the last thing I need. What is it? XP drain. So it's just XP drain. Cool. Ooh, heatsink. Interesting. Alright, right, so let's see. This should be a pretty quick setup. Just want to get that out of the way. I wanted to do it on camera, on an episode, so see how this works. Obviously I have a lot of cables running down here, so I want to see how this can work. Obviously this will need to have a fluid duct connected to it, so that and that need to be there. Now, how far down could I get this to work? I'm thinking of putting it down to here and then putting a tank here. There you go. There you go. Now I'll probably need a redstone signal there. Actually, I probably need a pneumatic servo. That way it doesn't interfere with the red alloy wire. This will probably be the best choice. Yeah. But for the time being, let's see. I can put 3 more tanks here, but I have 5. So I could actually put 1 here as well. Oh, but I don't want that connecting. So I want to make sure it takes it from the bottom. Alright, well, let's just get the servo first. And that way I don't have to mess with anything else. Servo, I just need one of these. And set back. Alrighty, my frames seem to be back to normal. I don't know, maybe my computer was doing something in the background, like the antivirus or something. I don't know. Hopefully, like I said, the episode comes out alright. I've had already enough problems with the last episode. I was actually hesitating to release that last episode because of how bad it was at points. So apologize if it was a pain to watch, but I don't know. I just figured it was better to release that than not release an episode at all. So I don't know. Decisions. Alright, so now if I do it this way, that's one of the lovely things about these tanks. They can just make a shape like that and it's fine, no big problem at all. So what I can do here is actually put the fluid duct there, just grab a few of these core blocks back and do that and that, and then just put the XP drain on top of this. I have one tank left over, but actually I could just put it down there, right here, just so it has bigger capacity. I guess is the best way to do this, to explain it actually. So let's just get a bit of cobble, go to cover that up, and then the cord stone on top of it. Right, so this will this should at least look rather nice. You know, it should. Did I make? Okay, there you go. Where did I get 30 levels? Huh. What kind of bug was that? Let's see, maybe once it gets to 30, it will realize that it didn't have 40. Nope, it's still going. Interesting. See if I can get a hold of that tank down there. It's saying 6,560 millibuckets of XP juice. But that's 6.5 buckets on each tank, and the bottom of that floor is about it's 3 tanks on the bottom floor, so 6.5 times 3. I'm not really sure the conversion rate of how many buckets is each level. Well, there you go. Now a bunch of levels just disappeared, or I think they disappeared because I just kind of, that really went quickly. I have to actually look back at the video for that, because I was looking at somewhere else and then all of a sudden my levels disappeared. Right, so I don't know, that seems to be working. I don't know what's going up with that. I'm pretty sure there's a bug. Right, so this is filling up, and I'm pretty sure that's draining the tank down there. So it should have a pretty nice buffer, I believe at least. So let's see, if I want to make a level 30 enchantment. Can I enchant something that's already enchanted? Just for the heck of it, I want to try. Okay, you can't even put it there, so yeah. Let's see. I'm almost tempted to make another diamond chest, because this one's kind of still bothering me. The fact that I have that, actually, pretty much the only item I really like is this one. But if I had protection for it instead of fire protection, that would just be completely beastie. Boots. But I don't know. This seems to be working. You know what? I want to test it out. I know I'm wasting time. It's actually pretty much about wrapping up point. But I don't have time to do the other stuff. So what I'm going to do is probably just empty out the area, have a nice area to set it up in. That way, next time I can just put the machines down and test it out right away. So let's just quickly make this thing. Diamond chest. Not diamond chest, diamond helmet. I don't know, I'm lazy. Very lazy. I could just grab diamonds and made a helmet out of it. But I'm just curious to see what I get. Boom, 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 boom. Now what? Auto drink, auto eject, auto extract. Do I have to click anywhere? Huh. I forgot how he did this part. Let's try that. Auto eject. Do I not have enough? Oh right, I don't have my cases. Ah, there you go. Fire protection 3, respiration 3. Well, I guess it's better than the other one. I don't know. I guess I have to keep on trying. I did get myself a free 30 level thing, pretty much, because yeah, I don't know. That was pretty good. That was pretty sweet. You know what? I'm putting this guy in a chest over here. I'll probably use this respiration one better. I already need to repair some of my stuff, but for now, this will do. Respiration 3 is pretty nice, actually. Fire protection 3, like I said, would rather have protection. That's kind of like a good for everything kind of situation. So yeah, this is a pretty good wrapping up point, like I said. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.